Hello everyone. I got a score at the flea market today and I'd like to share you what I got. I plugged in the model number of this fan into YouTube, and believe it or not, there are quite a few videos of people who have this fan, and one guy even has a half-hour video of his restoration process. I am also going to restore this fan, and after I'm done restoring it, I'm going to post another YouTube video, and I will put the link to my new uploaded video of the fully restored restoration into. I will put the link of that video into the description of this video. It might be tomorrow, it might be 3 months from now, whenever I feel like restoring it. Now look at this label stamp. Is that beautiful or what? Check out that word 0. Looks like frost. It's made by the McGraw Electric Company from the Bursted Manufacturing Division. This tabletop fan was sold in 5 and dime drugstores. It's a cheap fan for those who were on a budget back then. Definitely not your GE quality, that's for sure. There is no on-off switch. You just plug it in the wall and plug it out whenever you're done using it. There are no speed settings. It's just plug it in and unplug it. The plug appears to be in good condition, and I'm going to turn it on here in a little bit. It's not brittle, so I don't think I'm going to replace the plug on this one. Let me give you a close-up of that label scar, or that label stamp. I know that's kind of blurry. Now, there is surface rust on here that I'm going to have to take care of. A lot of the paint still seems to be on there. I think it just needs to be cleaned up quite a bit. I'm hoping whenever I do start removing some of the surface rust that it doesn't remove a lot of the original paint, because I would like to avoid not having to repaint this. I prefer to keep it, I prefer to keep things original if at all possible. I can tell you right now that the surface rust on this guard right here, that's going to be easy to do. I just noticed this after I got home. It appears like a couple of the welds came apart, and someone put some like garbage tie wraps on there. Now, I don't know how to weld, so maybe I could Gorilla Glue that. I know maybe that's kind of lame of me to do that, but that's probably what I'm going to do. We'll see. In the meantime, I spray some WD-40. It does adjust like this. I spray some WD-40 on the wing nut and on the bolt down there. This fan is all dried up. Like whenever I take my finger to move these blades, the blades are supposed to continue turning for a while, and look how it immediately stops. The bearings need oil. And I'm going to take it apart, and I'm going to drop some motor oil in that bearing. Also, the bearing itself probably has surface rust on it, so I'm going to have to. That will also be easy to take off. Yeah, it appears I might have some luck with this. I don't know. I'm just worried about a lot of the paint coming off. That's my concern. Like maybe I will repaint it, but like I said, I'd prefer to keep the original paint on there if I can. All the rubber feet are still intact, which is surprising. The paint underneath looks very good. It appears to be that Hammerstone spray paint, and I believe this is all original. I'm gonna have to take some of the surface rust off of the blades as well. I will give you a quick demo of it on. It's very noisy, just to warn you ahead of time. And after I'm done, it's gonna be quiet as a mouse. Okay, listen to how noisy this is. It sounds really awful. dried up. That's not going to be a problem. Now, some of the products I'm going to be using on my restoration, I'm going to use my Old Faithful 3-in-1 SAE20 motor oil for the bearings. I'm going to use a product that's been around for a while. It's called Evapo-Rust. You simply pour this into a container, a disposable container, a container that you will obviously never eat out of course. And I will take that bolt, because that bolt is rusty down there. I will take that bolt and possibly this screw up here, and I will leave them dipped in the Evapo-Rust. And after about 15 hours, all the surface rust will be gone off of the hardware. This stuff really works great. I've been using it for years, and the best thing about it is after you're done using it, you can pour it right back, the used stuff right back in the container, and you can use it several times. Now, the Evapo-Rust will start to turn black the more times you use it, so eventually you're going to want to pick up a new jar of Evapo-Rust. But this is what I'm going to use. Now, to get the surface rust off of the grill here, I'm going to use these, and these will work. These are like steel wool with soap in them. So, and these do work. I restored a soda fountain stool that had some surface rust on the base, and whenever I use these, it took a lot of scrubbing though, but it eventually got most of the surface rust off there and brought back some of that chrome. So this is the generic version. I believe the other stuff is called Brillo pads or something. I'm not sure, but this is what I'm going to be using. I'm probably going to be using this for all the surface rust on here. But as you can see, it's a mess. It really is. Yeah. I don't know how well this is going to turn out. I do not know how well this is going to turn out. And of course, to clean the bearing shaft, a Q-tip. And I'll probably be using a greenie for things. Possibly some fine grit sandpaper. We will have to see. So these are some of the things I'm going to be using. Possibly white vinegar also removes surface rust. So if I'm in a pinch, I will try some white vinegar, and that might do it. So let me turn this fan on for you one more time before I go, so you can get a feel of the before. And then there will be an after video sometime in the future. So stick around, and here we go. All right. Okay, thanks for your time, everyone. I'll catch you all later.